Hi Virgo, here is your relationship reading for the month of October. I must apologise for how late the reading is, but I've been so busy with private readings that I actually have not had the time to do more uploads for YouTube. So there we go. But I have pre-shuffled and laid out your cards. And just a little reminder, this is a general reading and it will not resonate with all of you, okay? Now, the first card we have here is the Five of Swords. Now, this has fallen within the position of how you may view your partner or the relationship. The Five of Swords indicates that either both of you or one of you is possibly pushing your point of views onto the other person, okay? It can show that there is an imbalance within this relationship. It can also show that one person may be more controlling and domineering, and it could come across in the other person feeling very pressured by the other person's need for control. It can also show a rivalry between both of you, which could indicate a lack of love and support, okay? Because the person here at the front of the card is looking at the others and he has this gleeful smile on his face. So it could be a situation where there is this competition between you both, or there is this need for control, and that when the other person kind of forces this onto you, or as I said, it's you doing this to your partner, that you or your partner actually feel quite pleased with yourselves. And to be honest, that's not how a relationship should be, okay? And it can very much show that one of you may be feeling a lack of love and support and is feeling very controlled by the other person. Now, here for the same question for your partner, we have the Nine of Cups, okay? I should have said as well that the Five of Swords is an air element, so it is all to do with our thoughts and our mind, and the air element represents Aquarius, Libra and Gemini, okay? Now, here we have the Nine of Cups reversed. The Cups is a water element and it represents our feelings and our emotions, and the water element is for Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. Now, the Nine of Cups shows that your partner could possibly be feeling that their wishes, hopes and wishes in regards to this relationship have not manifested. They may have thought that this relationship was going to pan out in very much a different way to what it has. They may be feeling quite depressed or stressed by that. They may also feel it's kind of like the expectations they had for this relationship were possibly, they're now discovering that those expectations were unrealistic, okay? Maybe they had been in a daydream or had fantasized that this relationship was going to be very much different than it actually is. And like I said, it could be having an effect on them whereby their mood is very down. They may be depressed. They may be very stressed. But overall, it's possible that you have felt or seen a change within their behavior. Sorry about that, Virgo. I had to pause very briefly. Now, the third card we have is a major arcana. It is the Star card, and it's fallen within the position of how the possibility of the current state of this relationship, okay? When this card is reversed, it most certainly is more of a negative energy, okay? It can show that either one of you are feeling uninspired within this relationship. It can show a feeling of despair and discouragement. That either one of you or both of you are having negative thoughts. Now, looking at the card, the Nine of Cups card that we just spoke about for your partner, I'm inclined to think that it's your partner that is feeling this energy. Based on the fact that how they expected this relationship to be, it's not living up to their expectations in one way or another. But it is possible they're not communicating that, but it is showing within their emotions and their emotional behavior. It could be that you or your partner has maybe lost faith within this relationship and is almost waiting for a sign to kind of indicate whether they should stay or go, type of thing, okay? Now here, in the position of what is needed to improve things, we have the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles is an earth energy. So we have your own energy here. The earth energy does represent Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus. Now, the Three of Pentacles, it's very much a card about both of you needing to plan or needing to work on the current situation of this relationship. That neither one of you on your own can improve things or fix things. It's going to take both of you to look at your relationship, work out what the overall problems are and whether they can be fixed. It's about making plans to improve the current situation of this relationship. But both people need to do this. It cannot just be you or the partner. It has to be both of you wanting to repair and improve whatever issues that you may be up against at the moment within your relationship. Now, the other card we have here is the Ace of Swords. This card has fallen within the position of other aspects that may be needed to be considered within this relationship, okay? It is reversed. Now, with this card, when it's reversed, it shows that there is a lack of clarity or a lack of understanding from either both of you or one of you. It shows that one of you may feel that their willpower to improve things and stay within this relationship is fading. And they may be very confused at the moment with their thoughts, because like I said, the swords represent our thoughts. And if this is talking about you or your partner, either way, your thoughts are muddled and there's no real clarity within your thinking at the moment. Somebody within this relationship quite possibly has started to lack feelings for the other. Maybe they thought they were in love. Going back to the Nine of Cups with the daydreaming and the fantasizing, maybe they thought they were in love, or maybe they thought the love would develop. Maybe they were kidding themselves that they were actually in love. But as time is going on, they are beginning to realize that they're not. It's not a good card to have, okay? And like I said, it is showing a lack of understanding and clarity to do with one's own thoughts. Now, unfortunately here for the outcome card, we have the Two of Cups, which is reversed. So it's more water energy that speaks of our feelings and our emotions. If you look at this card when it's upright, the cups represent our feelings and emotions. They're full of water, which is representative of what I've just said. And they are offering each other their cup, offering each other their love and their emotions. When it's like this, it almost looks like he is handing her back her cup and she is taking it back and he is holding on to his. It shows a lack of commitment. It shows that this relationship has been through some extremely testing times. Very difficult times, so much so that it is very possible that a breakup is going to follow. Now, it is not a good ending, okay? But the fact of it is, one of you in this relationship is either competing with the other, is not listening to the other's viewpoints, is possibly pressuring the other person to do things that they may not want to do, and is very much controlling this relationship, almost like where the other person feels a bit like a puppet on a string. I feel that one of you entered this relationship quite blinded, actually, entered it with all these fantasies of how this relationship was going to be, had all these expectations, but the reality has not lived up to the fantasy or the expectations, which it could be why the other person is coming across in this quite spiteful, pressuring, controlling way. If this relationship stands any chance of surviving, it's going to need both of you to be prepared to fix this. But the problem is, I see one of you wanting to work on this relationship and wanting to work things out. But the other person, I don't feel deep down, is truly committed enough to this relationship. I think they thought they were in the beginning, but as time is going on, they are beginning to realize that this is not what they want. And maybe they are struggling to be honest and open about this, and that's why they are acting in that negative way with the Five of Swords. Maybe they are trying to push you further away, or push your buttons in a negative way. That means that you could then end the relationship and they won't feel like the big bad wolf. Because I feel, as I've said, I just feel that they entered this relationship looking for something, or with expectations that were too high. And they now see that they may be kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. Because either way, and I'm talking, it could be you, it could be your partner. But either one of you is acting in the way I've mentioned. And either one of you, I feel, is wanting out of this relationship. And the fact that we have the Two of Cups reversed for the outcome indicates that this relationship is not going to survive what it is going through. So that does conclude your reading, Virgo. I am sorry that it's ended on a positive note. I don't like giving, not positive, negative. Please forgive me. I don't like giving negative readings. I much prefer them to be positive. But unfortunately, nobody's life is positive all the time. And that's just how it is. I feel strongly that whether this is your energy or your partner's, but either one of you would already be to some extent aware of this, or aware enough to know that something has changed, that the dynamics have changed, that the other person's emotions have changed. Maybe they were quite loving and warm and giving, and now you've noticed a sense of coldness and possible emotional detachment from them. Okay? Now this is a very, very specific message. Most definitely it is not going to resonate with all of you. There is thousands and thousands of Virgos out there. So please take from this reading what applies for you. If none of it applies, then hey, check out your moon sign and your rising sign. Because like I said, it is a specific message here. And I do wish it could have been much more positive. If you have liked this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't, by all means give it the thumbs down. If you wish to leave a message, that would be great. I appreciate the time you take to leave me messages, and I always make sure I reply to you. So there we go, Virgo. I'm sorry that it was so negative. I will be back again in November. So until then, take care and thank you for watching. Bye.